comments in his blogs or the comments that he makes on WWE.com or the actual programming. But it's always unique to see how WWE incorporates their style of entertainment with the style of entertainment that Nickelodeon presents. I know that we just recently had a free preview of the Nickelodeon network here in Canada. It's available also in the United States and the United Kingdom and different parts of the world. Check your satellite and cable provider for information on how you can access Nickelodeon in your area. They just introduced a variety of new programming into their lineup, including a brand new animated series starring Jerry Trainer, who was formerly on iCarly. And I think that, everything that Nickelodeon presents, it'll never be on the same level as a company like Disney that's been around for almost 100 years. Mickey Mouse first premiered in 1921. But I think that, Nickelodeon has definitely transcended into the #1 kids network on television. They provide direct competition for children's networks such as Disney, and I think WWE realizes that, and that's why they lend their superstars to them on a constant basis. Coming up in a future audio commentary, I'll be making reference to the fact that the great Khali was involved in a Disney XD program. We're going to be talking about that. That was a report that was put in there on ProWrestling.com in their headlines board a few weeks ago. I have not made reference to it yet, but I'm going to be making reference to that in a future audio commentary. In the past several years, we have seen people like John Cena and The Rock also involved on editions of Hannah Montana and Wizards of Waverly Place. So I hope that, with WWE's growing relationship with companies like Disney and Nickelodeon, it branches out into something more than what it is. I enjoy seeing people like The Big Show always, being used for Kids' Choice Awards. I enjoyed the whole Ms. Justin Bieber angle that was done at a annual Kids' Choice Awards show where he actually yelled at Justin Bieber. I love to see Justin Bieber actually brought in to WWE to sing a national anthem at possibly a SummerSlam or something like that. It was a shame that he was actually substituted by Kerry Hilson after Justin Bieber had turned down to work with WWE at a WrestleMania. But I think that, eventually we will see talents like Justin Bieber showing up on WWE television. If he doesn't guest host the show, he will definitely sing a national anthem or a song or something like that to promote something he's got coming up. But I think it's always wonderful to see people like The Big Show involved with Nickelodeon. I believe this is not the first time we have seen The Big Show involved with Nickelodeon. He did some kind of angle involving a monster truck. I didn't actually get to see the clip in detail, but if you're ever on YouTube, type in The Big Show's involvement with Nickelodeon 2011, and you might get a YouTube video of him in this monster truck that he actually showed at the Nickelodeon's Kids' Choice Awards. He was very thrilled to be involved with the Nickelodeon's Kids' Choice Awards, and how can you not be thrilled to be working with a company like Nickelodeon or Disney? I think that is the pinnacle of every child's dream, to either go to Disney World or do something with Disney through a lifetime. And I think that people like John Cena and The Big Show and the great Khali that was recently used on Disney XD have been presented with something they really don't think a whole lot of. But 10 or 15 years from now, when they look back on their career, at least they can say they worked with people like the people from Nickelodeon and Disney. And I think that through the years, the business relationship with WWE and Nickelodeon are going to continue to grow, and we're going to see more superstars that haven't been involved with Nickelodeon become involved with Nickelodeon in different projects that Nickelodeon presents them with. I think that the role of The Big Show for this year's Kids' Choice Awards was absolutely phenomenal. We got to see The Big Show in his prime and doing one of the things he loves to do, entertain. We'll go back to the earlier years of The Big Show in WCW. He wasn't much of an entertainer, but when he was brought over from WCW to WWE in February of '99, we really got to see the entertaining side of The Big Show more so than we did in WCW, and I think that's what really launched The Big Show's entertainment career into what it is. We've seen The Big Show in several movies. We've seen The Big Show be involved with different award shows in the past, and as I said, I don't think this is the first time that The Big Show has been involved with Nickelodeon, and I continue to hope that The Big Show becomes more involved with Nickelodeon in years to come, and I hope that more superstars that we haven't seen involved with Nickelodeon become involved with it. And I know John Cena has been down there for the Kids' Choice Awards several years. We have seen talents like the great Khali. We've seen talents like John Cena, as I just mentioned, be involved with it in The Miz. So I hope that more people become involved with the Nickelodeon product, especially now where you're targeting kids. Now WWE have no other alternative but to have the superstars become involved involved with kids projects like Nickelodeon and Disney. And as I said, the Great Khali just recently appeared on Disney XD, which is a brand new network that Disney launched. It is a sister network to the actual Disney Channel. So I think that we're going to see more superstars become involved with stations like Disney XD because it provides more of an action element to fans that are searching for it. I think that if Nickelodeon ever launched an XD version of their network, such as Disney has already done, I think we would see more superstars become involved with Nickelodeon more than we have seen in the past. We haven't seen very many involved with Nickelodeon in the past, but I think that it's going to greatly increase as the years go by. If you have an opinion on the Big Show's involvement with Nickelodeon and this year's Kids' Choice Awards, or past superstars who have been involved with the Kids' Choice Awards presented by Nickelodeon on an annual basis, you can leave your opinion in our YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel name is Jonathan Clarke 22. You can find me on Facebook, Facebook.com, type in my name, Jonathan Clarke, or send me a friend's request on MySpace, myspace.com/HW Entertainment, currently featuring over 3,000 friends right now. Send us a friend's request along with your opinion on the Big Show and past superstars who have been involved with the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards. You can find the Big Show's involvement in a clip on YouTube by going to youtube.com, typing in the Big Show Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards 2011, and you can see clips of past involvements of superstars on YouTube as well. I actually tried to search up the angle done between The Miz and Justin Bieber at an annual Kids' Choice Awards. I failed to find that, but if anyone listening to the network has actually got a clip of the Miz and Justin Bieber where The Miz actually yells at Justin Bieber, you can send it to us here on our YouTube channel or to this email address, hewwrestling@hotmail.com, because I'd love to review it and do some kind of commentary in the future about The Miz and Justin Bieber, who I think we are bound to see eventually do some kind of angle or some type of swerve on an edition of Raw or possibly SmackDown or at an upcoming pay-per-view. But I think it's great, the Big Show's involvement with the Nickelodeon's Kids' Choice Awards. You can find the clip on YouTube. I think it's wonderful. In the past, we have seen the Big Show involved on numerous game shows. I'll never forget the involvement that he had with Hollywood Squares, which at one point was a very popular show which featured contestants asking questions to different celebrities. I believe even at one point Sesame Street characters were even involved on that show, and some type of Disney characters were involved as well. The Big Show's involvement on Hollywood Squares was absolutely phenomenal and a memorable moment for me. It was actually profiled by a number of WWE exclusive footage programs, including Confidential, and it was also profiled by a number of different media networks and news programs. But I think that the Big Show's involvement with entertainment in Hollywood and the movie side of things really catapulted a lot of future superstars into doing it, like The Rock, who is now going by Dwayne The Rock Johnson in movies like The Fast and Furious 5, the final installment of The Fast and Furious, which recently came out, doing phenomenal with itself, co-starring alongside Vin Diesel, who has always been a big part of the Fast and Furious movies. We've seen Diamond Dallas Page go on to make several movies, including a phenomenal Ready to Rumble movie done in 1999. Never forget that movie as long as I live. That was the one main wrestling movie other than Beyond the Mat that really made professional wrestling into what it is today in terms of movie business, and probably was one of the main reasons Vince McMahon made the decision to launch WWE Films, which has gone on to produce films such as The Marine 2, Chaperone, Legacy, or Legendary, and of course that movie with Randy Orton in it, That's What I Am. I think that WWE has definitely acquired such a huge name in the Big Show, and I think that they're really trying to keep him around for as long as they can, because he's not only a phenomenal entertainer inside of the ring and become known for being the world's largest athlete and the largest competitor in WWE in probably the last 15 years. I would love to have seen him match up against someone like Giant Gonzalez or somebody like, some of the past Giants that we've seen. I'd love to have seen that dream match between Andre the Giant and the Big Show, who at one point in time I actually believed that Andre the Giant was actually the Big Show's father, but then after reading several reports on the internet years later, I came to the conclusion that that was just a rumor that was circulating around the wrestling business. I would have loved to have seen Andre the Giant versus the Big Show, and I would have loved to have seen him match up against Giant Gonzalez, who really took The Undertaker to the limit at WrestleMania 9. That would be an interesting poll for us to throw up here in our weekly poll on our website. Would you have loved to have seen the Big Show and Andre the Giant go one-on-one? And who do you believe would have the upper hand in the match, the Big Show or Andre the Giant? I'll never forget the Andre the Giant tribute show they did on Raw. It was one of the first Raws that were ever produced, because Andre the Giant had passed away shortly after Raw premiered on USA Network. That was back when they were doing Raw live from bars. And a couple of weeks after Raw premiered, Andre the Giant actually tragically passed away. And that same year, in 1993, he accepted his Hall of Fame induction and went on to become an immortal, and will ever be forever remembered for that match he had with Hulk Hogan in front of 93,000 fans at the WrestleMania 3 pay-per-view event, which seated 93,000 fans. And to this date, it has never been broken. It's an attendance record that has never been broken, and I think the Big Show definitely has set attendance records in his career, but he's never been able to beat the anonymous record that has been set by Andre the Giant. But I think that record would definitely be topped if the Big Show and Andre the Giant would have met during Andre the Giant's lifespan. He accepted his Hall of Fame induction in '93. If you ask me, do I think the Big Show is going to eventually accept the Hall of Fame induction? Yes, probably within the next 5 or 6 years if he makes the decision to retire. The Big Show's retirement date is kind of up in the air and being speculated on now. Many people believe the Big Show probably should have retired long before this, but I think the reason why WWE try to keep him around as long as they do, not only is he a phenomenal entertainer inside of the ring, but he can get the job done outside of the ring as well, no matter if it's in a movie, if it's at an annual award show like the Kids' Choice Awards, if it's doing something with Disney. It's always great to see the Big Show involved the way he is, and I think WWE try to keep him around for as long as they do because they realize and recognize him for the entertainer that he is. And I think that we're going to see the Big Show have a tremendous relationship with places like Disney and places like Nickelodeon for several years to come. I'll never forget a project that WWE did several years ago where they sent a number of their superstars